In this video, I want to cover a new feature we've added with the ESS Portal application in version 4.5, and that is with this Add to Calendar function on the Service Health page. So first of all, I want to show kind of where the settings are. So if you were to go to Portal Settings or Service Portal Settings and go to the Service Portfolio tab, you will find a couple new properties added at the bottom here. For one, to show the Add to Calendar option for planned maintenance options and a list of calendars to display. Now by default there's 5 different calendars. I want to highlight in a slide here quickly what those 5 different calendars are and the names you would put into that property. So Microsoft Calendar, the Outlook's probably the most confusing one. That's DLiCal is the actual name of the calendar that you would put if you only wanted to show that as one of the drop downs. But if you don't show anything in the properties, all 5 of these calendars will show up on that list. So this is the names you would put there on these different properties here. Now where these are going to show up is if you had planned maintenance on your status page here. So let me just hide this a little bit just to show this is the planned maintenance. Then the Add to Calendar event would here. So let's go create a new outage record and I'll show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a new one here. So we'll add testing new, and I will put this the date in the future that will show up for me. And so then what you see is you'll have this now Add to Calendar option. Now again, if properties were turned off, it would hide those as an option here. If I had defined specific calendars, only those calendars would show up in the drop down. But I've got all of them defined, so I can basically click something like Outlook. It's going to then download this as an Outlook calendar record that I could open up and see my kind of my outage or my planned maintenance activity. Notice the dates and times kind of come through as well. Now one other thing I want to highlight with this too is there are some additional fields that you may have to expose in your outage record to be able to see them, but let me just highlight. So there are some detail fields that will also show up here. So you have a description and a details field. I'm just going to flip these. And one is kind of straight text, one's HTML. So the HTML, as you may expect, if I export that, it's going to strip out the HTML kind of stuff. So I just want to highlight how this appears. So here you see my planned maintenance record now updated with my more details. Notice the HTML, the line breaks are all included in those details. When I go to export to Outlook, we will see the calendar. It has all the details, the line breaks are in there. Some of the bolded HTML components are stripped out because this is a basic kind of text kind of component here. But that kind of concludes what I wanted to show as far as a new feature goes in our Add to Calendar feature. Hope this is helpful, hope this is useful in terms of planning your maintenance activities and broadcasting those for your consumers to add to their own calendars. Thank you.